welcome to another 4-chord tutorial as part of my 3 and 4 chord song series. 4 chords, you only need these, but this is not an easy song. So my job as a teacher is to break it down to you to make it more understandable. The biggest challenge in this work is trying to figure out how to fit in the lyrics. So we're going to take it line by line and I'm going to show you how it's done. Come on. The hardest chord to play in this, in my humble opinion, is the B flat chord. All right, so the B flat chord, you've got a kind of like a 2-finger bar happening up there, and then you're using 3 fingers. And my tip for this is use the physics. Have you ever heard that expression, gravity works? Well, yeah, you can use physics to help you. Using your forearm, press your forearm into the body of your ukulele, which then causes your neck, that opposite and equal reaction stuff. Well, your neck goes out and puts more pressure into your chording hand. So that's my tip and trick, as well as trying to get more of the bony part of your finger in contact with the strings, kind of rolling it a little bit so that you have a little bit more contact with those strings. Those are my 2 tricks for B flat. If you need another song for B flat, well, you've got a link in the description box, and if your device is showing a little I up here, you can get to it that way. I Fought the Law is a really great song with B flat. Okay, so let's go over line by line how this song fits together so you know how to sing it, because that was the most challenging part for me, figuring it out, so I assume you're going to have those challenges too. I chose a strumming pattern specifically to try to help you with some of the intricacies of fitting in the lyrics. So I'm going to be using what I call a modified island strum. So here's the island strum, here's the modified island strum. So 1 less strum. And so if you're on an F, down, down, up, down, down. We're going to take a chord pattern right out of the song. So here's what it looks like. Follow along with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, C, B flat, 2, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Down, down. Okay, if you need more time practicing that, well, I have things called timestamps down below if you're unfamiliar with my channel. And if you're unfamiliar with my channel, welcome, and hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Anyway, timestamps, and they're down below in the description box. Hit one of those links. I'll say it's the strumming practice, and there you go, and you don't have to search for it. You're welcome. The setting of the lyrics in the song are just brilliant and dastardly. Hard to get that figured out. Let me play the first line for you, and then I'll break it down. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. It's in 4/4 time, and so the first 2 patterns of the F chord, you're going down, down, loving you isn't the. So you play the first 2 down beats, and then you bring in the singing. So the next 2 chords, the 3rd F and then the C, you start right on that first downbeat of the strum. Right thing to do. So I hope my visuals are helpful, and then the explanations. The second line does the exact same thing. The second line sounds like this. How can I ever change things that I feel? Now, just like the first line, the first two chord patterns, you have two downs, and how can I ever change? And then things happens right on it. Things that I feel, you have to, things that I feel have to get all scrunched in there, because then the next F is, the downbeats are silent. Brilliant. Makes it hard. All right, we catch a break for the third line because the pattern is the same as the first line. It sounds like this. If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. So, down, down. If I could, down, down. Maybe I'd give you my world. So, those two first openings, down, down. If I could, down, down. Maybe I'd give you my world. And so give and world right on that first down strum. Whew. Get another break. That fourth line is like the second line. So you're going down, down. How can I when you won't take it from me? Okay? So see if you can do it with me. 1, 2, here we go. Down, down. How can I when you won't take it from me? Good. You got the first verse. It's just the chorus and the second verse to figure out. First line of the chorus sounds like this. You can go your own way. Go your own way. And actually, that's not exactly just the first line. We're heading into the second line. Let's discuss this. There's a dovetail between the first line of the chorus and the second line. Dovetail is a type of joinery in woodworking, and it's in music too, because you're still finishing up singing "Go Your Own Way," which is part of the first line of the chorus, and you're already moving in position to the D minor that's going to be the second line. So you're singing "way" on D minor. Go your own way. You can call it. And so you get one down strum, and then you're singing "you can," and then "call" is going to be on the down strum. Call it another lonely day. Like that. I hope my graphics are helping you, and I hope the play along helps you. We catch a break on the fourth line because it follows the same pattern as the first line. So you're going on that D minor, down, down. You can go your own way, but you don't get to pause. You don't even get to think, because you're going boom right into verse 2. I'll do that again for you, see how it fits together. So you're going, you can go your own way, go your own way, tell me why. And it goes, you don't have time to think, so you just got to get right to the second verse. Let's talk about that second verse. That first line of the second verse is really he's the odd man out. Really different than anything else that we've done. So you're coming from the chorus, you haven't had a chance to pause or think, you're right into the F. You still have the pattern of down, down, tell me why, and then you get an entire pattern. Down, everything's turned around, packing up. So you have a whole pattern for nothing. It's brilliant. It keeps you on edge. It keeps it interesting. Makes it hard to do as a cover. All right, let's take a look at that again, and then we'll move on to the second line. So you're going down, down, tell me why, pattern. Everything's turned around. So everything and round of around, right on the first strum. Let's go on to the second line. Second line is like the second line of the first verse, where you have I'll play it for you. Down, down, packing up, down, down, shacking up, all you wanna do. pattern on the third line that we've had before. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. So, down, down, if I could, down, down, baby, I'd give you my world. And so, give and world on that first down strum of the pattern. And hey, we get a break. The last line falls in nice and neatly in the pattern that we're accustomed to. Down, open up, everything's waiting for you. And then you go right into the chorus. You can go your own way. Hey, let's talk about that chorus. I had to fuddle and fitz and stuff around with that chorus. I have some ideas on it for you. Again, I've got a timestamp down there for you if you need to listen to this discussion again. Okay, Lindsey Buckingham, one heck of a singer. Me? I'm adequate. There's a reason that I'm not paid to sing. And I do okay, and I hope that you're doing okay and that you're very comfortable with your own voice. And one of the things that you need to do to be comfortable with your own voice is to make decisions about what to do with these cover songs. So that's what I did with this. I made some decisions, tried some, tossed some. I'll share with you the ones that worked for me. When you hear a live performance, a recording of a live performance of Lindsey Buckingham singing this, he is literally shouting on pitch. This song requires a very large vocal range. So this is down low for me. Loving you, the start is kind of low for my voice, and then go your own way is up higher. And he can negotiate that. We're mere mortals, we have to find something else. So I decided, because it's just me and my ukulele, I thought I would make the whole song softer and make it more intimate. So instead of trying to belt it out, I just do it in a lighter voice. You can go your own way, go your own way. Just keeping it light, then I can do those notes. There's another option though, and I played around with this. Option number 2 is to switch octaves. What do I mean? So let's see if I can do this here. Taking the last line of the first verse. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way, go your own way. Now that's very low for me, but particularly if you're a guy, well, that might make just perfect sense for you, is to go down into that lower range. Not a problem. Well, but there's a third option. Option number 3, and when I was playing around with my arrangement, this was a big choice for me. I decided to do it in the exact same key that Fleetwood Mac is doing it in. So the other option is you can have them back you up. That floats your boat while you're practicing, which it did for me when I was learning this piece. Go for it. Have them do it. I mean, they've got, how many singers? Mick Fleetwood is even singing while he's playing, I think. So they've got 5 singers and harmony and all that stuff, which adds that more punch to that chorus. And so, hey, sing with them. That's option number 3. Option number 4, become a better singer. That takes more time than I'm willing to put in, but I know over the years that I've been doing ukulele, my singing actually has gotten better. So yeah, that's a 4th option. Just continue to work on a song like this and play around with it and make it yours. We have, just like, our instrument has its own idiosyncratic capabilities, well, so does your voice. And you can speak things, you can change octaves, you can change the quality of your voice, the kind of the roughness or the smoothness and all those things. Play around with it, make it yours. Let's do a play along. The rains are coming in here, so it's great for this breakup song. If you appreciate the work that I do, check out my Patreon site. I'd love to have you as part of the Patreon community, and I also have a charitable goal tied with my Patreon community. We've already satisfied one of those big goals, and we've got another one coming up. So yeah, support me and be part of the Ukulele Fool community. 1, 2, ready, begin. Loving you, that was a really hard song. And so if you made it this far, congratulations.